If we had one world in unity that had access to fresh produce, we'll create such a wonderful environment for everybody, right?
This company is putting a lot of good into the world. We're providing nutritious, healthy food, and we're doing it at a low cost.
One World Fresh is our version of a global community.
So One World Fresh is an organization that is aimed at building and developing aquaponic farms in various communities and countries all around the world. Aquaponics really starts in what I call the engine room, being the fish tank. Your fish play the role of the fertilizer. When they breathe through their gills, they excrete ammonia, which we convert that into nitrates. So as that water cycles through the biological filter, it ends up in the towers where the roots of the plants then have access to not only the nitrates, but all the other dissolved minerals and elements that they require in that water. They then absorb that out, and the water gradually flows back to a point where it gets pumped back into the fish tanks.
Really, the idea with our system is maximum amount of output, lowest cost, and ease of use for everyone to use. The single largest cost of aquaponics farming is plugging into the electrical grid, so by having this run entirely on solar, we've negated that cost. Also, this agricultural practice uses 95% less water than traditional farming. So there's no chemicals and fertilizers that it's running off into the freshwater system. All of our water is recirculated within the system, so tremendous environmental benefit there. In a traditional acre of farming, you're producing about 75,000 heads of lettuce per year. In our 2,200 square feet, we're producing 138,000 plus heads of lettuce per year. So we're almost doubling the output. If we went acre to acre, we can produce about 40 times what a traditional acre of farming can produce.
Bearing that in mind, we're then looking at being able to feed approximately 500 people or 200 families on a weekly basis.
I want to taste what it tastes like. I'm curious.
They were good the other day.
One of the technological advances that we've really worked hard on is how do we remotely manage various operations.
We offer a turnkey and standardized approach, meaning every single nut, bolt, hose, fish tank, every component that you see in the greenhouse is consistent across each facility that we have worldwide. What we train you on is the exact system that you're going to use at your site. If you come to me and you say, Mike, I've got a problem with Tower 13 on my third row, I'm looking at the same Tower 13 third row as you are. So we have a solution ready to go. And that consistency really is the key in order for our partners to be successful in the long term. So we're going to check out South Africa.
This greenhouse is accessible and inclusive to all. Whether you're a child, a senior, handicapable, citizens from prisons have used it, and it teaches them how to be in a community again.
The sky is the limit when it comes to art. You know, your kindergartners can do leaf presses, your seniors can do floral arrangements. Being in that greenhouse is really a science teacher's dream. All the biology that's in there, all the chemistry that's in there.
Before it is quickly converted into nitrates, which will be taken in by plants.
The process of planting the seeds, nurturing the crops, harvesting them, then consuming them, the independence and empowerment that gives to people.
You've got this holistic concept of it's not just healthy eating, but it becomes healthy living. That's really what it means.
If you give a man a fish, he has dinner. If you teach a man to fish, he could eat for a lifetime. What that sort of encompasses is we're trying to help feed the world.